Yo, back at you with another episode. Coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com. Offer of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. It's official, like a referee with a whistle. It's a new year, man. Huh? It's a new year. Yes, sir. It's a new year. New day, new time. What you gonna do when the grid goes down? The grid goes down. You know? Hey, man. We out here, man. We still here. We ain't going nowhere. Like, share the video, and all that good stuff. And tell me where you're from. Hey, where's my phone? Oh, yeah. What up? G-Star in the house. From Aussie land. God damn it. G-Star in the house, man. Aussie land. Yo, what's going down, man? New York City in the house. What's going on in Australia, man? What's going down, man? Tell me what it looked like down there. Down under, like they like to say. Tell me what it looked like down under. Tell me what it looked like. See. I know what it is down there, man. I know what it is. Hey, what your how was your Christmas and New Year's? Yeah. No doubt. Yeah, no doubt. 800-315-8203. What it look like? What's going down, baby? 800-315-8203. Yeah. Yeah, Happy New Year's, man. Yeah. Everybody should be happy that 2020 is gone. Jesus Christ. I'm like, yeah, what y'all celebrating for? You should be happy that shit's over. Shit. What you celebrating for? Ain't no celebration. Yeah, you can write. You can write, you can call, you do whatever. I'm like, yo, what you celebrating for, yo? That shit, you should be happy this shit is over. What y'all celebrating? You got some silly acting people out here, man. I'm like, hey, man, have a few drinks. Have a few drinks for what? Man, I'm glad this shit over. Good riddance to 2020. Shit. I'm ready to move on. I don't want to reminisce on what happened 6 months ago. Shit. Yeah, you got a day off. Hell yeah. Shit, that makes sense to me. You don't want to talk about that shit. What up, Tommy? People want to celebrate. I'm like, what y'all going out for? I mean, hey, if you're tired of being in the house, okay, I get it. But man, ain't no celebration, bro. Not for me. I'm glad that shit over. I'm like, man, good riddance. or go to sleep and make like it never happened. Yo, man. That shit was rough, bro. Not, I mean, for the most part, I handled it pretty well. But at certain times, I was like, yo, this shit is for the birds. Too many damn restrictions, man. That's what I don't like. Every place you want to go is locked down, you know, and everybody's acting weird when you talk to them. And like, I don't know, man. Everybody's scared. Most people you talk to scared, bro. You know, they scared. Like, hey, man, we get that Rona, man. I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to hear that shit. Hey, you live if you got a strong immune system, you live, you should pull through. But if you sick, hey man, I don't know what to tell you. If you weak, you got a weak immune system. Hey man, I don't know what to tell you, man. You just stay home, I guess. I don't know. If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. That's what my dad used to tell me, man. You know, I don't know what to tell you, player. Shit. We've been strong out here. Nothing have to happen before we get right. We always right. Tight, sharp. You know what I'm saying? That's what I be telling these cats, man. I can't be walking around here scared, man. Like even if I'm gonna die, I'm still not gonna live scared. I can't live like that. I don't know with nobody else, man. You know, that's just how I roll. Mississippi in the house. It's good. Yeah, smash the like button. Smash the like button, man. Yeah, I can't live scared, man, like that. You know, can't do it, won't do it. Can't do it, won't do it, man. I can't live like that. I wasn't raised like that. I was raised around wolves, you know, around wolves and shepherds. That's who I was raised around, you know. I wasn't raised around sheeps. You know. So how was what's gonna change for this new year? That's what I want to know. What is going to change for this new year? What is going to change? You know? I shouldn't say what is going to change. I should say, what are you going to do to change for 2021? What's my state code? Just use 800 number, bro. 1-800. For you, probably 1-800. That's a toll free number, bro. 1-800-315-8203. The state code, I mean, where I live, it would be 404, but that's not the number, you know. I don't know, you know. I don't have a Atlanta number, so I don't know, bro. The title, you like the title? You trying to get through? That's a free 800 number, bro. Even in Australia, that number is free. All you probably have to do is dial 1-800. You know. I doubt, I made calls in Australia. It shouldn't be a problem, bro. I don't know. Yeah, smash the like button. Yeah. You relax. Everybody's off today. Damn near. You know, even if you got a bad job, you off today. Not everybody, but the majority of people are off today. Some of the fast food restaurants are open. Retail stores like that, they're open. Um, you know, but for the most part, people are off, chilling like a motherfucking villain. People are home chilling, just doing whatever they do. I guess nothing else to do for most people. Yeah. And P.S. And by the way, if you haven't check out my podcast on iTunes. Love Can't Wait. Hey, what's up, Donna? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Hey, Donna, did you go out? I think I know the answer, but I'm going to ask anyway. I think I know the answer. I said, hell no. I ain't going out on these streets. You gonna have me out here looking crazy? You ain't have me looking crazy out here. Hell no. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. A lot of people went out last night in my neck of the woods. The traffic was thick at 10 o'clock last night. I was like, oh yeah, they wide open, boy. It's time to go. It's time to go get that drink on, boy. They bringing in that new year. They start driving. They be driving crazy around here. If anybody that's been down here in the Atlanta area, they be driving like, whew, crazy, man. It was a couple things with my holiday, 3 couple cocktails advertised in a spade game. He was just you ain't going out and you ain't taking no chances. I hate it, Donna. I hate it. So did you went to somebody else's house or they came to your house? And some people are not comfortable going to you know anybody else's house, right? But unless it's a relative or something like that, somebody that they really know and trust, you know. But like I said, if you're pretty much if you don't have no health problems, I mean, you should be all right. You know, I only know one person that got the virus. You know, I don't know nobody close. Well, my niece got it a couple 3 months ago. She pulled through. She said she felt like she had the flu, basically, and she had she had flu symptoms, basically, fever, dry cough, and she was weak, low energy. That's those are basically flu symptoms. But the only thing is, it varies from person to person. Some people say they throw up. Some people say they have the runs. So it just depends. It was okay. I was spraying Lysol like crazy before the guests came. Hey, you're supposed to spray the Lysol when they leave. God damn, hey, I mean, if were your relatives or your friends, or you were just, or you didn't know them that well, which one is it? Hey, I ain't taking no chances, man. Heck with that. Hey, but I know some people that's super paranoid. I'm like, yo, you gotta relax, yo. Just don't let nobody come over at all. If you that, I know some people that's nervous about anybody coming to their house, even if it's a family member. I'm like, yo, I ain't living that life. I ain't living that life. I mean, I ain't coming over anyway, but I ain't living that life. You know what I'm saying? I don't be laying down with anybody anyway. So I don't even be around a lot of people anyway. So I'm the last person you have to think about if I'm infected or not. God damn. Yeah. Well, a lot of people want it like that, man. Yeah, a lot of people want it like that. They be like, hey, man, you know, they ain't taking no chances. Like, I don't know, man. You might, you know, like you might got that wrong. But man, there's a lot of bad advice being given out here. You know, just in general. I hear a lot of stuff that's uh I mean, just in passing, I hear a lot of just bad advice. And I'd be like, man, that shit ain't gonna work. I mean, it's just I'm not gonna say it's common sense, but just being a logical thinking person with a little bit of common sense, I'd be like, yo, man, think about what they just told you to do, bro. That ain't gonna work. You know, you're being set up to fail. And you don't even realize it. And which is the problem with a lot of dudes and women. You know, a lot of guys are being manipulated and they don't even realize it the majority of the time. They think what's normal is right. They think what's normal is supposed to work for them. What's normal is just normal. That's it. What's normal don't mean you're going to get the results you want. What's normal don't mean you're going to prosper. Just because you're a cheerleader don't mean you're going to be successful. Not at all. And everywhere you go, and almost everybody you talk to is campaigning for your attention. At your job, even when you're driving down the highway, you listen to the radio, you see street signs, banners on the side of the road, especially if you're on the interstate. The television, everybody's battling for your attention in some type of way. Everybody's trying to say, hey, come over here. You need this. Your phone blowing up. Somebody on Facebook sent you a message. It's like everybody's trying to compete for your attention. And you get the bad end of the stick in most cases. Because it's not really in your best interest. Almost never. Almost never, man. And if you go back and but the worst part about this is you don't really have nobody to talk to about most of your problems that you face and most of your situations that might come about. Go and talk to your family. Ask them, say, hey, this ever happened to you before? They'll be like, oh, no. Oh, no. No, that ain't never happened to me before. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about that. Most people are kind of like, they going at it alone out here. Most people are alone. Even if you're quote, quote, successful in doing whatever you're doing, you're really going to be alone. Not physically alone, but mentally, on some level, you're going to be alone because you're going to learn that most people are just happy doing whatever they're doing. They're happy being a second-class citizen or just getting by or just taking what they can get. Most people aren't really trying to be great or be the best they can be, or most people just want to go along and get along, man. So if you start talking about being a high achiever or anything like that, you're gonna have to lose. Well, you're going to lose some people, lose some friends. Some of your family members you might have to back away from for a while, or limit your time around them. They ain't really trying to hear none of that. Most people are just happy being whatever they're doing. Like tomorrow, maybe today, depending on where you live at, the gym is going to be packed with new people all this month. Going to be packed with new people. And next month, they're going to start dropping off slowly but surely. Because people make their New Year's resolutions, right? And never, ever go through with it. They always quit. And New Year's resolution is for losers, yo. New Year's resolutions are for losers. People that sit around the whole year saying what they're going to do or what they want to do. And they keep putting off. And they be like, you know what? That's going to be my New Year's resolution. And people live their whole life like that. Start, quit, start, quit, start, quit. And when you do that, you train your mind, you program your mind to being a loser. Because you don't trust and believe that you can do it. So you're setting yourself up for long-term failure. Just like if you tell somebody, hey, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna pull up, and you don't go, you're lying to yourself. Not only are you lying to the other person, you're lying to yourself. And people do this all the time. They lie to be like, oh, I'm gonna show up at the conference, never show up. Oh, I'm gonna show up at the party, never show up. Oh, I'm gonna show up at the networking event, never show up. And it's multiple events, multiple parties. They never show up. They'll tell you to your face they're gonna show up, never show up. And they do this all the time. And when these same people see you, they'll act like nothing happened, like nothing was said. And I be looking at them, I'm like, yo, the last time I saw you, you said you was gonna pull up. I'm like, oh yeah, man, something came up. I'm like, yo, something always comes up. Something always come up with you. And you bust them open, you check like that, they'll just start laughing. Oh, you crazy. No, I ain't crazy. You keep lying all the time. You're lying to yourself. And that's going to trickle down into other parts of your life, even if you don't realize it. Because you don't believe that you deserve it. You don't believe that you're good enough. A lot of people don't think that's a big deal when they keep lying all the time. They be like, oh man, no big deal, whatever, They'll move on, whoop-de-doo, whatever, And years later, they have like mental blocks. It's like they can't get past certain things. It's like everybody knows somebody that's like this. It seems like every time you present them with something new, or anybody for that matter, they look for ways not to do it. I'm like, yo, bro, you just don't want to do it, do you? They're like, not really. Well, just come out and say that. It's like they look for roadblocks. They look for a reason not to do it. It's kind of like talking to a lot of these older women in the late 40s and 50s. If you ask them hey, why don't you come out sometimes? come out the weekend. Instead of saying, oh, that might be cool, blah, 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 this and that or whatever. What time, what day and time or whatever. They don't even get that far. They start saying stuff like, well, where you live at? How far is that? I don't want to be out too late. They start looking for ways to get out of it, not to go. They automatically do this without even thinking. They might not even say anything to you about it, but a lot of older women do this. I noticed that. And you know why they do that? Because of all that baggage from when they was in the 20s and 30s. All those guys they met, man, they did a number on them, man. And I'm not talking about all older women, but there's a lot of them that's like that. And if a guy, when they meet a guy that's 100, they can't even see the value of that. Even if he's standing right in front of her. You might be honest with her, and I have been with a lot of these women that's like in the 40s and 50s. I'm like stone cold honest with them. Everything. They can't believe you're telling the truth. They can't believe it. They be looking like, what? You can't be telling. Yeah, I have no reason to lie to you. I just met you yesterday. I just met you 30 minutes ago. They can't process that because they got some lies that they're willing to tell. Maybe I haven't told you yet, but they got some lies they're willing to tell. It's weird, man. And that's from all that baggage. That and all those bad experiences she had due to the guys she met. So a lot of time they can't see the value of the guy that's standing right in front of them. That's the opposite of the guys that she's used to meeting in the past. And a lot of people are just living in the past. They can't get away from it. They can't get away from it. They can tell you about the bad experiences with the quickness. But the good ones, they got to sit there and think about it. That's you. And it gets worse. A lot of the younger women today, they don't really have nobody to lace them with game. The older women they aren't really saying anything to the younger women today. I mean, they kind of wasn't. I mean, they were doing it a little bit when I was growing up, but today that almost doesn't exist today. The only time I've seen older women talk to younger women is when something goes wrong. When something goes wrong, oh, they get them an earful. But other than that, if they do give them some advice, it's always some whole shit. Almost always. It's always some type of something that's really on some. I'm like, that's kind of trifling. It's most of the time, based on my experience, that especially lately, 'cause I hear a lot of stuff. I got nieces that's in the 20s and 30s. I hear a lot of stuff they say, and I hear a lot of stuff people say at work. And I'll be like, man, good luck with that. You know. So call up 800-315-8203. You know. If you got questions, I got answers. Yeah, it's like everybody out here now, man, for the most part, are trying to figure out things for themselves. And that's not really the best way to go all the time. Best way to be all the time. Guys too, same deal. And you got a man and a woman get together. They both, before they met, they both were trying to figure it out. And when they get together, they still trying to figure it out. No one really knows their role within the relationship when they get together because they never were taught. And that's why a lot of times the relationships usually fail. Because the woman want to be the man and the man want to be the woman today. I'm like, yo, what's really going on out in these streets? You know? And that's what's going on out here, man. So when a relationship fails, it's like nobody's really surprised. Because they didn't have the right tools in the first place. Sad but true, man. You know? Because you got and then you have some people when they get together, they're not really growing. They're just they most of the time they got in a relationship for the wrong reason. You have the guy, he's probably struggling, because especially when the kids come about, because if the best thing you can do as a man in a relationship with a woman is keep growing, keep becoming the best you can be, and create more life around you and your family. That's the best thing you can be. Now, the worst thing you can do is to get complacent. That's the worst thing you can do is get complacent. Once that happens, and if that keeps going for a long period of time, that relationship is doomed to fail. It's going to go down like a Titanic. That's almost guaranteed to fail. Yeah. Oh, y'all might if y'all live together for a long time, the both of y'all gonna have something. Y'all gonna be sneaking around, gonna have something on the side, guaranteed. Because if the guy is not striving and growing and always trying to get better, the woman is gonna get bored, and the disrespect is gonna start to creep in, and the resentment is gonna start to creep in. But women, they get bored easy for the most part, unless she's a religious freak. But but the average woman today, they get bored easily. And a lot of times it's because she don't know her role. She hasn't been taught. She thinks that the man's supposed to do everything. No, the man is not supposed to do everything. She doesn't understand how to nurture. A lot of women today don't understand how to nurture a man, how to nurture a relationship. They don't even know how to nurture the kids. They don't understand that. Because that's something you have to be taught. And a lot of women, they find themselves in situations, especially at the job, where they have to be masculine most of the time. And they take that same energy home all the time. They can't shut it off. Most women can't shut it off when they go home. They had work with the iron fist and they go home with the iron fist. And a lot of dudes are afraid of everything today. They're afraid of the woman. They're afraid of the mama. They're afraid of the boss. They're afraid of cops. They're afraid of dogs, afraid of everything today. And that's how they get you in this society. Keep you all afraid, scared. You scared of everything. You try to play safe, play everything safe. Because you don't want to get hurt. You don't want to get your feelings hurt. So you just play, try to play everything safe all the time. And when you do that, you limit yourself to being mediocre at best. And women don't like guys being mediocre. Even though they like to feel safe. But they don't like mediocre guys. Sure, they'll hang around you. They might even live with you for a while. She might even get married to you. Because she thinks that's what she wants at the time. And that's probably what you want at the time. But you can't miss what you never had. And you don't really know what you like until you have it, until you experience it. I wrote about that in my book, Love Can't Wait. You don't really know what you want, what you like, until you have it, until you experience it. Somebody else can tell you all day long about this, about that, and you can hang around them and see what they got. Or you can see what they're doing and be like, hey, I want that too. But until you have it, experience it, you don't really know. So you don't really know what you like until you experience it. That's how that is. That's why they used to say back in the day, you can't miss what you never had. But today you have so many people following everybody. People go online and see a lot of these women doing whatever they're doing on IG and all that stuff. And a lot of these women have more plastic surgery than anything. I mean, if that's what you like, okay, knock yourself out. But me personally, I like the real thing. I'm not really into plastic surgery like that. I'm not into that. Silicone tits and hydrogel butts. I'll pass on that. Inflated lips. Nah, I'm good on that. I'll pass. That's not my thing, But some guys don't care. If it look good, I guess it has to feel good. Some guys think like this until they have the experience with that woman that had all that plastic surgery, and now it's like, oh, I don't like her no more. You didn't like her from the start. You just thought when you saw her on IG, you was attracted to her, and when you had the time, the experience being around her, that's when you really found out that you didn't like her. You just made my point. You don't really know what you like until you experience it. It's like you don't really know the type of girl you like until you experience it. Experience being around that woman. That's when you know if you really like her for long periods of time. Could be months. Could take years. You know enough about her over a long period of time to figure out if you want to be around her for a long time. In some capacity. You don't necessarily have to be marriage or anything like that. But in some capacity, like I always say. You dig? Well, smash the like button. 800-315-8203. Let's talk about it. Well, it's Fredro. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen you around here. But, it's New Year. And that's cool. But what's going to change for you this year? Or are you going to just sit around waiting for things to change? See, I'm the type, I was raised to take charge. If you don't like something, change it. I wasn't raised to like wait around and depend on other people like that. Because if you wait on other people, you're gonna disappoint yourself almost every time. You got a question. I'd like to know your take. My friend and I disagree on it. Yeah, what's the question, Donna? It's probably a long story. It's probably a long story. Yeah, smash the like button. Share the video. This year is about staying away from toxic, fake haters. Just do you. Be only around people in same mindset. Yeah, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you want to stay away from the negativity as much as possible. I mean, you can't stay away from negative people, period, because some of these people you work with. But yeah. That's long. Give me a second to type. Yeah. Yeah, you be having some long stories. It's all good though. Yeah. Yeah. You know. God. Been on here almost an hour already. Jeez Louise, man. Yeah, you know, being that today is the first day of the year, I'm gonna pretty much sleep the whole day. I'm a dragging today, yo. And the day doesn't really feel like Friday. Feels like a Saturday. Really. You know, it's kind of weird. You know, it's okay, so doesn't mean if you spend the holidays with someone that you are in a serious relationship, just like each other company. My bestie said, "Man, I'll only be around holiday if you the one." I disagree. Um, nah, that's not always true. But there's a lot of that going on. But I would say from a woman's point of view, you have to know where you stand with the guy when it comes to that. That way you can play your position, you know. But that does happen majority of the time. If it's the holidays, guys usually spend time. It could be multiple women. Don't got to be just one woman though. Guys usually spend time, the most time, with the women that they care about the most. So there's a lot of that. There's a lot to that. And the women that they don't care, that guys don't really care about, they might not spend no time around them. Zero. So that does happen. But I would say majority of times most guys spend time with the women that they care about. They might not physically be there, but they'll at least call and be like, "Hi, how you doing?" Blah blah blah, chit chat, this and that, or whatever. You know. But the women that they don't care about, they're not calling at all during the holidays. Zero. They'll call them back after New Year's. That's usually how that go. Yeah, so there's two sides to that. What up, Kelvin? What it is? Yeah, but for a woman should know where she stands if she's gonna play that game. You know, that's what I would say. Now, a lot of women be in denial. They know where they stand with most of these guys. They be playing around. They be in denial, acting like. If you ask the average woman, "Hey, you think he likes you?" She'll be like, "I don't know." And I'll be like, "Hey, how long you been knowing him, spending time around him?" She'd be like, she might say 3, 4 months. So you've been around him 3 to 4 months, and you don't know if he like you or not? Get out of here. They say stuff like that all the time. Yeah, I think a lot of women are weird. Like, you got some game goofy women out here, man, today. game goofy. Like a mug. I'm telling you. So if you leave it up to women, you gotta take control of the relationship. You can't leave nothing up to them. It'll never happen. It'll never happen, bro. I'm telling you. A woman will talk to you all day long, especially these other groups of women. Talk to you all day, 5 days a week. And if you don't say, hey, why don't we meet up somewhere sometimes outside of work? If you don't ask, she probably ain't gonna ask. I'm telling you. Yeah, smash the like button. You can't leave it up to them. Now there's some women that are take more of initiative or whatever, but that ain't the average woman. There's some women that are aggressive, but that ain't most. No, that's rare. Very rare today. Now a lot of women, they really ain't on it like that. Nah, man. Now a lot of them will talk that talk. They ain't really on it like that. A lot of women are very insecure about a lot of different things. And they don't like being rejected. They can't take that, boy. If a guy says no to them, a guy that they're really attracted to, oh man, woo, that's hard for a woman to take. They have fragile egos, man. I'm telling you, boy. See, we get rejected all the time as guys. Some guys can't take it either, but if you can't take it, imagine how those type of women that with fragile egos get down. Oh man, you crush a woman. A guy will crush a woman's ego easily. See, a lot of guys think women got it all together, like they got it all figured out. You know, a lot of guys think women got it all figured out. No, they don't. There's a reason why women look for validation from guys. They're not doing that for fun. Free from the timeout jail. That's funny. You make me a moderator. Your mom, anytime I have a torture. I had so much to say. Really? How'd that happen? I'll make you a moderator. Oh, I can't do it. Put user in timeout. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how you got in the timeout. That was weird. I don't know how that happened, Donna. I didn't do that. Shit. Yeah, I'm testing out this new software over here. So I'm just seeing what so yeah, but I didn't do that. Yeah, I don't know. Tell her. Yeah, Mississippi. He probably did it. Yeah, hey, make her a mod. I can't do it from my end. Hey, yo, Eric, did you go out last night? Huh? You went to the club? You went to the club in New York? I know they were partying up there. Shit, hey man, you got to get that money out of here, one way or another. They gonna get that. They gonna get that bread out of you up there. All they need is one night to get that bread out of you. New York is savages up there. Thanks for answering my question. It all depends, like you said. You crack me up with if they not feeling you. 0 time. Oh, nah, work. You work, take care of it. Oh, okay. I hate it, bro. You know. Yeah, you know. Tell me, man. It's hard out in these streets, man. For real. Good riddance to 2020. I'm looking forward to the new year, new possibilities. It has to get better, but it might get worse. Well, it always gets worse before it gets better. But I think last year was a challenge for everybody, regardless of who you are, you know. But hey, man, you know what they say: what don't kill you makes you stronger. So hey, yeah, I feel you, though. Either you gonna ball or you gonna fall. Huh? My uncle used to say that. You gonna ball or you gonna fall. Huh? You don't feel the way you don't care about it. Yeah, it's like I was talking to a dude, it's like what? Probably like 2 weeks ago, just before Christmas. And I was telling this dude, I was like, yo, bro, we're doing like a one-on-one too for like 30 minutes. Yeah, he asked me anything he wanted to ask. I gave him an answer. We talked about it. I was like, yo, bro, stop hanging around women that ain't really feeling you like that. Because you really gonna be, in most cases, you're gonna be wasting your time. Because you might end up just being something to do for her. And I was like, yo, the more she's attracted to you, the less you have to do. I mean, it's if she's attracted to you, like really attracted to you, just sometimes just being in your presence is enough. But if she ain't really feeling you like that, now she gonna say, hey, meet me somewhere. And you gotta do, you gotta go on, you gotta pull teeth, you gotta do all this extra stuff, you know, and it's like and you'll be able to pick up on it in most cases. Because she gonna give it off like she ain't really feeling you like that. You know, you're gonna be sitting down at the table or sitting at the bar, and she gonna be like, man, she gonna be on the phone. She'll go to the restroom, you know. So you're gonna be like, man, and you pick up on it too. You might be sitting there in denial, but you know this shit is it's so, you know. And if you compare that date or that time being spent around her to the other chick that's really feeling you, that's like night and day. That chick that's really feeling you ain't paying attention to the cell phone. If she do have to use the phone, she'll be like, hey, excuse me for a minute, I gotta take this. Because she wants things to work out, to go well. And she's gonna make an effort, maybe an extra effort, to make sure she play her part in the time that y'all spend together. And you ain't gonna really have to go anywhere, meet her in nowhere like that. She ain't trying to break the bank on the first date. She ain't trying to have you around her friends on the first date. See, the girl that ain't feeling you, she got her friend. She'll call you up and be like, hey, I'm over here with my friends. Why don't you come over here and hang out with us? Man, you better get a life. You think I got time to hang with your friends along with you? We ain't in high school no more. We ain't in high school or college no more. You gotta get a life. See, the woman that's feeling you ain't gonna really play along like that. She'll bring her friends on the date. She won't even tell you until you get there. Her friend will be there, and a lot of times, if she's feeling you, even if her friend is there, she'll leave. Because the only reason her friend was there in the first place is because, hey, if I don't like this dude, you're going to stay here until he leaves. This is a lot of games. Women play games like this. I'm like, we ain't in college no more, And then her friend would be like, hey, y'all have a good night. That's a sign that, she all right. She feeling you. I'm like, what you thought? You think it's gonna go well or what? What it is? Come clean. And she'll start laughing like, you crazy. Yeah. A lot of women play games like that, man. It's some silly shit, but it happens a lot. Energy, action, and words matter. Actions speak louder than words. Match action with words. You are good. Yep. I agree, Sharp. She into you. She's giving you all her attention to you. Yeah. Two ladies did it to me last year and years ago. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens a lot. That is a turn off first, second date. Having friends around, we are supposed to get to know each other first, then introduce you to your friends. Yeah. Yeah. Especially when you get in the 30s and 40s and you still hang around a bunch of girls and guys. I'm like, we ain't in college no more. You can't go somewhere by yourself in public. God damn, yo. You gotta have a entourage of people when you go somewhere. I'm like, yo, we ain't in the 20s no more. You gotta let that shit go. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, bro, you gotta relax with that. But man, I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. Over 5 minutes, I'm out. You know, uh, that's for high school and college, no doubt, no doubt about it. You know, no doubt about it. Shit. Smash the like button. Oh man. Oh, BS, and by the way, to check out my podcast, just go to chooseyourrelationships.com and click on the podcast tab on my website. That's a faster way to find my podcast. Just go to my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Or you can go to iTunes, It's on you. But man, I'm about to bounce like bad checks, Happy New Year. Hopefully, the new year brings more success and prosperity to you and yours. Hopefully, you make the changes that create more life for you and the people that you care about. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.